Surely we could have seen down the line that we'd have a looming energy crisis. I noticed it back in 2015 where I thought it would be a good idea to start fracking. So at least we've got something to transition, to use as a transition as we go about cutting carbon emissions. And yet successive governments have just put together piecemeal energy policies that have left us in a pickle.
Yes, I mean, that is where I entirely agree with you, actually, that energy policy over the last decade plus has focused firstly on building green energy, which in effect is predominantly wind in this country, and closing down coal-fired power stations. And they haven't thought about the transition at all. Now, yes, there is a lot of objections against fracking, but at the same time, what we haven't done is develop properly our own repeatable nuclear reactors. That is underway right now. Rolls-Royce is one of the leaders in this game. And of course, those small-scale repeatable nuclear reactors can be built much more rapidly than the great big ones, of which, both France and, of course, to a certain extent, China have been involved. And so what I would say is that today we are in a particular situation, and the Chancellor's made the announcements, which I sincerely hope will predominantly assist both two things, the poorer households, but also in what has to be a smooth transition in cost, not just for us as individuals, as householders, but also, of course, for industry as well, because these costs hit industry. Industry are big employers. So this is a short term. This is this year and next year. They'll need to think further than that, but at the same time, we must get our energy policy in place. And I do agree that is a mixture of fracking. It's also deciding how we deal with these additional green costs. If we are building more offshore wind farms, we've got to build the backup because the wind does not blow all the time. We do have long-term North Sea gas contracts. We do have long-term contracts also with Norway. It's the wholesale price right now that is being affected by predominantly Russia, but other actions as well. And that's why a bit more drilling by our own people in the North Sea will help, because we've got to get over the next, 7, 8 years as we build the backup nuclear in a way which is a reasonable price, not just for us as individuals and householders, but also for the economy of the country. So think through the energy policy, be practical, be sensible, get this right has got to be the clear message of today, as well as look after the poor ends of society.